Okay, some other things that I want you to know about as you guys move forward. There are what's called for each view, you can set up a view template. And I'm going to show you how to do that because I think moving forward, those will become kind of essential for you to have available to you. So here we are in your plan. Up here under view, you have view templates. You can manage your templates. You have a lot of different templates here to choose from. I would say just click on architectural because you don't really need mechanical and structural and electrical. And from that, you can see that you get some different types that are already set up. So we have architectural elevation, plan, presentation 3D, and so on and so forth. So if you can kind of pick kind of where you're at, what type of you need. In this case, I'm going to create a new one. I mean, I'm going to see let's just see what some of these do so you can see what happens. So if I select architectural plan, nothing happens, right? Well, the thing is, I still need to, that was how I would edit it. I just wanted to show you that there's there, and we'll go in and edit it here in a second. But I'm going to put the view template. Again, I'm going to see just architectural. I'm just going to hit architectural plan and apply it and see what happens. All right, so not much happened there. So I'm going to then go in. I'm going to see what some of these other ones, what does this 3D view one do? If I do architectural presentation 3D, you can see immediately a lot of things have happened. It's had shadows. It's kind of gone to a different type of graphic display. Personally, I'm not sure I like this one, but okay, let's just see what that is. So then if I want to go back, I can go always to architectural plan, or I can say none and just kind of get back to the base, what I'm doing. Okay, so the beauty of that is that you can set up a template that works really well for everything that you're working on, or at least a chunk of your views, and maybe another chunk of your views have a different template that they're using. So basically with two different templates, you're going to always be ready to present, or you're always going to be ready to model, depending on which one of these you choose. So let's just set up something right off the bat that is going to be used for presentation mode. Okay, so I'm just going to go up here, going to modify, and I'm going to create, I'm going to duplicate maybe this architectural one, and I'm just going to say plan presentation. Okay, and I'm going to now do a few things. So let's say I want to turn the shadows on. So let's say cast shadows, maybe ambient is fine. You'll see that some these other things that are normally kind of right next to shadows are all grayed out. And the reason for that is you have to go to each one of their types to change them. So then maybe I want the anti-aliasing on. Not sure I want silhouettes, but I think that's good. And I'm going to go into lighting, and I'm going to do our 70-50-20 rule. And then I probably want to decide which way the light is coming from. So I'm just going to say top right. As a default, that's not a bad place to start. And I'm going to say okay as far as that goes at this point. And let's go ahead and apply that template to plan presentation, apply. Okay, and so we see real quick that things have changed, things are working, and it doesn't matter what plan I'm in. In fact, I could apply the same thing to like my sections or my elevations if that's what I want to do. The name of it being planned is pretty irrelevant. Okay, so now I'm looking at this going, well, you know, I really don't, at this point, the structural grid has played itself out. Maybe these elevation symbols have played themselves out. I don't need them anymore. So how would I change that? Well, if I go into visibility graphics, you can see everything's grayed out. Okay, so this is the main key to a view template. Okay, you lose the possibility of changing these things in that way. You have to go to the view template and manage the view template and do it there. Now let's say that, so then this is how I would go. I'd go into here, I'd go to edit. No, it's not the one I want to go to. I wish you could default to that. I'm going to go to the plan presentation. I'm going to edit that one. See, now it's available to me. Go to annotation. And I really don't want grid and levels and elevations. I think that's elevation symbols. I'm going to apply all that. And you can see now I have my plans are a lot cleaner. And this is getting a lot closer to kind of how I want to proceed. If I want to go with shaded view or I want to go consistent color, once again, I just go up here. And this seems like a little bit more work for seems like a little bit more work for one view. But what you have to realize is that you're going to have at least 2 to 3 to 4 plans. And if you can apply this, perhaps this is the same settings. I mean, it could be that this needs to be called just presentation. Maybe that is a better name for it. And if that's the case, then you're creating a presentation file for all things. So let's just play it out like that. So now if I wanted to go to graphic, I think it'd be one of these. Actually, let's go to medium. It's fine. I'll display, it's fine. I go to consistent color, say. I could do that. I'm not sure that's our best move. In fact, I think if you had your materiality and you wanted to show that, perhaps that is the best move. I think you're going to have one that's going to be wanted to be hidden, and the other one's going to be that. I think the other thing you have to note is this, let's talk about why these are checked. So what that is that any of these that are checked, essentially you cannot edit them. So shadows, I can't go over here and edit unless I go in here, and basically all of them will be following exactly what I have here. Now let's say that I have everything set up, but the shadows, say on sections, aren't really helping anything. So I want to be able to click those on and off. I can click this and say don't include. And so when I go to, say, a section, see if I even have the section set up. And I want to put that same view template on here. See that it doesn't have sections on or off. I mean, actually it has them off, but I can click this and I can turn them on. And your section rarely will you have an interior section want to have the shadows on because it'll end up just being a dark mess. So that's why you would set this up to be very specific. Okay, other things that I want you to set up for this presentation. I think you should always have poche in your walls and your floors. So that's the other reason that we're going to do this, because you're going to find that this is not easy. Once you have it set up, it's great. It takes care of itself. But setting it up is a bit of a chore. So we're going to go in here. We're going to edit presentation. I'm going to go into, not that one, go into the overrides model. And so for all of the things that you want to cut through and change the pattern, you're going to click on them. So floors, think mass. Let's see if this is holding on. See if I can do two at the same time. I'm not sure I can. So I'm going to click on this, going to override, move the fill, and then I get to choose whatever color I want to choose. I'm going to say black, and I'm going to say OK. Oh, it did them both. Great. So let's just see floors, and then I'll do walls, and you can kind of see how that works. Not terribly bad. Oh, that's a purple. Let's go black. See what's going on. All right, and then I probably would hit columns, framing, same thing. So we'll fill black. And you'll want to go through and just find all those things. Oh, it looks like I had that purple. So I want to go fix that. But you can see that that pretty much took care of everything. It didn't take care of that column. So let's just go in, take care of that. Maybe change that color. So we'll do that. Oh, I got to be in the right template. Okay, so then under this, what did I miss? Framing, connectors, columns. I am unclear. Actually, it did fill it because these are hollow tubes. They're being pocheted, but then there's a empty center. So there you go. All right, so that's pretty much it. I mean, it's not horribly painful, but it allows you. And then let's just look at the section. You see now this section is playing correctly. It looks like I have a little bit of an earth thing I should tweak for your guys' model, but all right, for the most part, we're in good shape. All right, that's it, guys. I want to start seeing view templates being used, okay?